Hello, my name is Per Tofting, and today we are going to tie a little scud. It's not a special pattern, but it's more the way I tie my Gammarus or scuds. And I'll show 3 different ways to put infection in them. Normally I'll only use one of these way in each fly, but in this one I'll show all 3 of them, then you can decide what you want in your flies. As you can see down here, I got a lot of different hooks I tie them on. Today we're going to tie on the core hook, curved nymph and scud, not on the fine wire but on the heavy wire. Another one that took me a bit by surprise is the coarse salmon egg. I think that got really nice on a scud. It got a special bend to it that make it really shrimpy looky. Let's start tying the fly. These core nymphs and scud are offset hooks, so it might look a bit funny when we tie it because the hook is a bit pointed. First we'll put on some lead. Or unleaded, as we have to use in Denmark. Like so. Then I give those a bit of glue. Normally I will prep all the hooks I need in advance, so I'll just put this off to dry and take another one. I had one prepped here. I'll put on the tying thread. I used a bit of a weird color, but it's the color that matches the best the dubbing we're going to use later. On this one we're going to use some of these for antennas. And I like to take them out like this. So you got the same amount on each side. And then you could use one side for the front and one side for the back. A little bit more. Like so. We'll put it out in front here, and I guess I want like probably a centimeter sticking out in front of the hook. And we'll go to the back side of the hook. As we glue this already, this will probably stay, but you can put your finger on it to hold it in place and get the thread down here on the back side and push it a bit towards the hook eye. Put some extra wraps both ends where the lead is. So, and I like to take out the hook and turn it. We want to go a bit down in the hook bend here. More maybe, that. Then we'll take the other side of the feather. We'll try to get the same length of the fiber sticking out. Put the fibers back again here to level out where the lead is. Just make sure you don't cut the back fibers off. Like so. And we're gonna put in some wire. This is ultra wire in olive, size medium. And I'll put it in about here. And if you notice, I got a bit of a gap just behind where I put the wire in. And that's because I want dubbing on the back side of the wire to help holding the wire in place when we put the shell on. Tie the wire a bit to the front, towards the front, and then we'll just double it and make it go back again. And on this one we don't getting a nice and smooth body. We want to have a tubing body, so it doesn't matter if that's on the other side there. We'll come back with the hook in normal position. Take the thread up to the eye, towards the eye. And we'll just start like 3 or 4 millimeters from the eye. Then this is the Naukali final packer dubbing in color natural latte, and it's a very long dubbing, as you can see here. I really like that because I use it on my shrimps as well, and it's great for their tails in the shrimps. Both on the shrimps and when I tie the scuds, I will cut it up to my own dubbing. So I'll straighten it out first, like so. And then I'll cut them in about 1.5 centimeters, like so. And after I do that, I'll mix it up again. Then you got your own dubbing. This dubbing here is really nice to mix other colors in. You can mix it with other alpaca, or you can mix STF dub or anything in it. It's really good for that. And we'll put it on the thread. The way we're going to put dubbing on this one is we'll go from here to there and back again. So we just want to put some tight wraps all the way. And what we'll do here is we'll put a little infection in, or a little hot spot. And on this one it's the fluor green, STF dub. Just run it in like that. I'll cut that off. And the idea here is when we go this way, we'll put in the infection or the hot spot. And then when we come back with the other dubbing on top of it. So when we brush down the dubbing for legs, you won't have the green part in the leg part, so it will only be like an infection. I'll show it again here later. So we'll continue with the alpaca dubbing. all the way back. When I tie the scuds, I like to use hen feathers or pheasant, or maybe even some midge crystal flash for antennas. So there's a lot of different things you can use there as well. Now I'm down where the rib is, so I'll go on the back side of it, do a few turns, come back up. Now I come to the infected part. And I'll just cover that with alpaca dubbing. Now you can see it's almost gone, but when I give that a good brush, it will come back and you'll have legs in a different color. In some of my flies I put the green both on the outside or on the inside, and then you'll have the green legs coming down as well. Depends on how much you want of different color in your scud. Down to the front, and now we'll lock this in place. A few half inch. Like that. And we can give it a brushing right away. We can't, we can. And as you can see now, the green infection point is coming back again. But the legs we'll have underneath the scud will be in the same color as the rest of the body. If you got some small bumps on the top here or anywhere else, it's good to brush them out before you put the shell on, so you get it as even as possible all the way here. It looks pretty good. Then we're ready to put the shell on. And down here I've got a lot of different shells, and they come in some colors. I think it's 4 or 5 colors in directly from Pro, but you can paint them yourself. If you paint them right when you're using them, it will smear off on your fingers, so if you do it one day in advance, if you know what you want, that's a good idea. Today we'll use this one. There's a little green infection right here. I don't know if you can see it. And that's the second way to make an infection like that. But there's a lot of different things you can do with it. I got this one as well. This imitates another small type of Gammarus that is seen down in the local fjord. You can see it here with 2 different colors on it. Now we're ready to put on the shell. And if I made this about right, the infection points will be on top of each other. I don't use these. These are meant that you can tie them in and flip it around, but I like to use them without this. So I'll put it down by the first segment just above the eyes. Here I'll come with the rib. Often I use nylon for this as well, then you'll get a clear, but you can use anything. This is the ultra wire, you can use threads, you can use any color or anything you want. I even use some nylon with some mixed crystal flash, and that looks pretty neat as well. The first two turns here are the most difficult ones, and you want to make sure that you don't get any hair up. I got one hair stuck here, but I'll get that in a minute. I'll now take the next turn here, try to pull away the hairs. This is tight space, come up with a wire, put it up here again. And then we'll move forward. After we do the two first segments here, we like to give it a bit of a pull in the shell, and that's, otherwise you can have some small parts sticking out on each side here. And I'll put this haggle thingy. We'll come again. Make sure there's no hairs. Get it ready. Pull a bit in it. Next wrap. Pull a bit again. Now we're about to get at the top. Hold the haggle pliers down here, just to hold the rib. And then I'll try to remove the hairs from up in front. We're gonna cut some of them off afterwards, but I like to remove most of them right away. So, now stuck. Get them behind the thread. Grabbing the wire. Remove the hairs. No, it's not. One more. Cut off the wire. I always like to come in with a bit of glue straight away, so make sure the wire doesn't leave. That. Cut the thread. And then we want to take off this ends here that you can use if you tie it in another way. I like to keep them on until I finish the fly, because they can make you help holding the shell down. So that's why I first remove them now. But especially here in the back end, sometimes I remove them on forehand, but it is a bit easier to put the shell in place when you got it down there. I'll meet the first segment there. And now I need a dubbing needle. On there. And then we'll just try to get all the hairs out. On this one we're going to finish it up with some resin, and that's to make the fly more durable as well. But if you don't use resin, or you just want to fish it like this, you can easily do that. Then you don't have to be as careful with pulling out every hair. But because we're putting resin on, we really would like all hairs to be away from the shell. On the back side there's normally nothing. It's up here, and especially the two first turns. And again, the haggle pliers can help here by just grabbing a hair and pull it out like that. That's fairly good. Maybe normally I will give a bit more time to this, but I will put the resin on now. And now we got a segment inside, or infection, and the fluor green STF top is, I don't know if you can see this here, but it's UV, so that will shine too. You can also find markers that are UV, and the third way to put a infection point in is to use a bit of UV resin. Like that. It's pretty good. We give that a dry. And I'll use the razor tap thin to put on top of the shell. And of course you have to be very careful that you don't get into the dubbing with this. Make sure you hit every point. Get the best finish if you can make it in one go. Looks pretty good. Just turn it around a bit. Here. If you get like a little air pocket in here or something, you can do it just very carefully. Take a lighter and you will get the air bubble out. Then we will brush out the dubbing. And as you can see here, I don't have any of the green coming down in the dubbing, so that will just be an inside infection point. But it'll also look good if you got it down in the legs. Sometimes you need to go in here with a dubbing needle to take out the dubbing here. You can spend a bit of time getting every fiber out to what you think is the perfect amount. And if you need to take close-up pictures of it, you might want to clean the areas around here and here. But I think this is pretty good, and as you can see, these are a bit long. I like to cut them. Remove that a bit, like this. And I like them best when they are just right where the hook point is. And I just cut up like this to make it uneven. That's about it. You can give the fibers out here a little pressure against your nail, and you can make them stand up a bit. I like the look of that. It will go away when you fish them, but it looks good on the fly. I can clean that up a bit. That's all for now. Thank you.